Hey guys, Classic Homer here. Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest VIII. So let's walk on in and explore Maella Abbey. That priest-monk guy who was staying out there will just let you save your game. So, I don't particularly feel the need to talk to him. Contributions? What? Okay. Kinda, I guess it's not that strange. Churches usually ask for contributions, but weird to be so upfront about it, the first thing you ask for. And of course everyone here is going to be pretty stoutly religious. Except for her. She just loves boats. What's cool is you can actually look in these pictures. You can't, I don't think you can fully inspect them. But you can see, looks like the same guy. And all of them, just in different ages. Actually, looking at the pictures back here now, I didn't even bother to read what that guy said. Maybe the people in those pictures will become important later. For now, let's leave those people to pray and check out what's going on back here. Kinda, I guess not too odd considering it is a video game, but a character with the name of Angelo that has the word angel in it, and he has something to do with the church. Apparently she thinks all these boys in blue are boring. Let's see how boring they really are.
Halt! Who goes there?
I don't know you. What are you doing in here?
Hey!
You need special permission to enter here.
Leave now, unless you want to die by a Templar sword.
So you're going to kill me for standing around? Douchebags.
I ordered you to keep strangers out, not to be rude. We have a reputation. Do you want to sully the name of the Templars?
Looks like Vegeta without the ridiculously tall hair.
Marcello!
I'm sorry, Captain.
I apologize for the heavy-handedness of my men. We've had some trouble with strangers of late.
Sure you have.
Our duty is to protect the Abbey. We cannot permit nameless travelers to wander around at will. Matters within the Abbey are trouble enough. But that's no concern of yours. These are the Templars' quarters anyway. I trust you have no business here, so I would ask you to leave. I warn you, my men are ill at ease. I may not be able to stop them next time.
Honestly, not sure he'd even try. He's got that weird, snarky snark about him. So, yeah, this is where the Templars stay, and the Templars are a bit of a holy knight regime. So, you know, I really don't have anything to do with those people. So I will leave. I mean, they obviously don't want my company. And if that's how their ranks act, I don't think I want to have anything to really do with them. I'm not going to join them. Besides, I've already sworn my allegiance to King Trode. So, screw these guys. Just going to take their holy water and get the hell out of here. What's he got to say? I don't think that they can demand donations. Otherwise, you're not donating, you're paying. Apparently, the church in this game, like most churches in most video games, is a little corrupt. But I appreciate the Dragon Quest series, you know, balls to actually have a church. Like, I don't recall a whole lot of other games where the church is very prominent. It's like Final Fantasy Tactics, this. Probably some other game that has a church that ends up being evil or calling you a heretic or somehow being against you. Sure, there's plenty of others. Here's more new enemies. Dinglings! They can be a problem. They actually have an ability to call in help, and they'll either call in more dinglings, or they'll call in jargons. Jargons are nasty dragon-type enemies who have a slew of other terrible things they can do to us. How do you target him with Kabuff when he wasn't in the battle from before? Cheating game is cheating! Okay, Jargons have at least 3 attacks. They can, I was about to say cast Dazzle. They don't cast Dazzle though. They can throw sand from their jar at you, which will cause you to hallucinate, which is the same effect as Dazzle. I'm pretty sure that they can use their jars to heal themselves, and they can breathe fire, which is like the fire breath that the frog faces used against us. Now, there should be a treasure chest around here somewhere. It's probably over there. And there's another town up on this ridge that I want to go visit too. Well, that was awesome. In that fight, Jessica leveled up, and I put 8 points into using whips for her, and she got 2 new abilities, and she also learned the snooze spell just from leveling up. And eventually I'm going to want to put points into Staves for Jessica. Okay. So like I was saying, I want to put points into Staves for Jessica because she'll get spells from just getting points in there, even when she doesn't have the staff equipped. And I went ahead and tossed in a few things to make an Iron Lance again, just so I can sell it. Like, it's not actually important in any sort of way. And it's terrible to not make something, but I don't have anything that comes to mind I really want to make. And I don't have that many herbs, but I guess I have enough to do this. You can buy a whole bunch of herbs, and then very slowly mix them together to make, they should be strong medicine when they come out, all the way up until you can make a assload of those and sell them off for a decent price. I'm not really too concerned with doing that because I'd rather grind out a little bit and get some money that way. But it's a thought. I suppose when I don't have anything else to make, I'll probably just make strong medicine. Okay, let's finally get into this town. Now, there's one enemy around this area I haven't shown, and I don't know if I will get the chance to. It's the Lump Mage, and they're basically little green goo balls of mageness. They can cast a couple different spells. They can cast Dazzle to make you hallucinate and miss. They can cast Fuddle to confuse your party members and generally be a huge pain in the ass. And they can divide into 2, which I don't think makes a perfect new version of themselves, but they probably get like their remaining HP reduced by half or something. It's still annoying because, you know, you have more enemies to deal with. I think that's all that they can do. So, that's something you'll want to watch out for. And I went ahead and rested up at the inn here, obviously, because, well, I needed it. I was running out of MP for both the hero and Jessica, not to mention I wasn't even at max HP. And here in Simpleton, there are a few things we can do. Well, we can come into the tavern here, and this is going to be the main spot for doing fun things. Here you can see an interesting looking game of cards going on. We'll inspect that later. First, I wanted to come up here and talk to the people, because, well, this guy's running a little bit of a shop. See what he sells. Chainmail, which I've actually got for Yangus, and a turban, which, now that I have the feather helmets, isn't a very good like, you know, you can't upgrade to it. It's not something you want to worry about. And this guy, I think, is more of a weapon stealer. Yep, so he sells a few things. Rapier that no one can use. Wonder who's going to be able to use that. Thorn Whip, which I think we bought one of those before, and the Peregrine Key didn't keep around for too long because I made Jessica a better whip. Wizard Staff you could get for Jessica, but I don't intend on equipping her with the staff yet, so I won't bother with it. A long spear I may get for the hero, just to give him a better attack. In fact, I think I will. Because I can sell off his old iron lance, and then buy a long spear. And the sledgehammer is, of course, a hammer type of weapon. You could actually make one of those for Yangus, using a giant mallet and 2 other things, like mithril ore or something. I don't remember exactly, but it's not anything I'm worried about doing. Mostly because, well, I don't care to use hammers with Yangus. Ready to hit this place to get a couple more things. Look, a Knights Templar. So, apparently, Angelo is a bit of a problem for the Knights Templar. Let's see what the monk has to say. So, he gambles and drinks and still calls himself a holy man. Sounds like my kind of guy, actually. Let's give him a good chat. Love the music, too.
Not now. I've almost got this game in the bag.
What? You little runt! You must be cheating!
Not sure the line delivery could be any worse. Could you speed it up a little bit there for me, buddy?
Take it easy. No need to get excited. I know it hurts when you lose and all, but...
What? Oh, I get it. You're with him.
Now Yangus is pissed.
Oi! You want to watch it? Don't go throwing accusations about. You don't want to get on my wrong side.
Take it easy, you guys. What are you, a couple of cavemen?
I love the hero's expression.
Oh, what are you doing? Think you'll get away with that just 'cause you're a lady?
Sure, she could take them.
Hey, what's with you two, eh? 2 blokes ganging up on 1 bird? Behave.
Best scene ever.
That's it, you oaf. Those are my mates.
Oh man, I just love how corny it is. Yangus is whooping up on these guys.
That's it. That's it. Come on, give him a good bit.
Oh, and apparently the king loves a good bar fight. Not to be in one, but to watch it. Oh, that was wonderful.
So who are you? You don't look like simpletons to me. Anyway, I owe you one. Thanks to you, I managed to pull that little caper off without being caught.
Do what?
It
You
was such
cheater!
an easy mark, I got a bit carried away.
Great, we helped the cheater.
Still, can't hang around. Don't want any more trouble.
Maybe he's as bad as they say he is.
What?
I hope you weren't hurt by my little Jake. Are you alright?
You're out of luck. I'm fine, apart from you leering at me.
And he's a sleaze.
By way of thanks for helping me, and as a memento of our encounter. The name's Angelo. I live at Maella Abbey. Show them that ring if you'd like to see me. I'll be expecting you. Au revoir for now. Maella Abbey, alright? Just ask for Angelo. Don't forget.
Never trust someone who uses French. Not to be offensive to any French people in the audience.
I've been looking all over for you. Gave that lot what for?
Yeah, I saw that. That was awesome.
Hey, I hope you don't plan on keeping this ring. We're going to Maella Abbey right now to give it back to that smarmy cheat, whether he likes it or not.
Ah, so there you have it. Angelo is a cheating little rot. So, all that's really left to do now is go back to the place and give him back his ring. Now, it may be advised, or well advised, to pick up that staff for Jessica, because it allows her to basically use the Frizz spell for no MP cost. But since I'm putting all these points into using whips, I don't really care, because her physical attacks do more damage. And at this point, the hero's, spears might be outdoing his boomerang, so get used to switching between the two of them. I mean, it's going to be a situational thing. Either, well, there's more big enemies, or they're not too difficult to take out all in one swing. You can barely see the treasure chest way off in the background there. I mentioned it before. Okay, so, yeah, I was just mentioning that treasure chest because I know I talked about it before, but didn't really show where it was. You can't quite... No, never mind, I don't think you'd be able to see it from in here anyway, because this is technically part of a town. So, gonna move right along to dealing with the Maella Abbey stuff. Oh, and apparently finishing up something I was working on. Oh yeah, that's strong medicine. Now, even though I was saying the boomerang isn't, you know, as good as the spear right now, or it's very situational, you can upgrade the boomerang pretty soon. Like, after the next dungeon, we're gonna find something that we can use in there to make the boomerang a bit better. So, I'm looking forward to that. Since Angelo is one of the Knights Templar, we have to make it in here so we can talk to him. Give him back his ring. And apparently these guys learned the lesson, because they aren't drawing their swords on me just for trying to come through here. And since we're in a new area, let's go ahead and look around, see if I can't raid them of any of their priceless possessions. I thought there might have been another room underneath the stairs or something. Can't get into that room with the two guys standing guard. Man, this place doesn't really have a whole lot of cabinets or anything in it. I don't really care to talk to any of these people, because, well, they are such douchebags to me before, I don't really care to have a conversation with any of them. Here we go, some barrels, finally. Oh, good thing I searched out too, a mini medal. Okay, well, let's head downstairs. Oh, this looks like a more interesting area. Let's talk to... Well, I can't show quite how his face looks, but he looks like a crone with hair. Well, I don't care if Marcello's using the room right now. I want to go talk to him. He'll know where Angelo is. They're... well, never mind.
Well done. you managed to cause another brawl at the Simpleton pub. I hope you're proud of yourself.
News travels fast. What a fine intelligence network the Templars have.
How much more shame do you intend to bring to our abbey? You're like a curse. Yes, a filthy curse. If you hadn't been born, we'd all have been spared a lot of misery. You're nothing but a petty crook with a pretty face. It sickens me to think we share any common blood. Enough. Templar Angelo, by order of the captain, you are sentenced to a term of penitence. I'm hereby stripping you of your right to leave the abbey. You do not leave this place. Not for anything. Understood? Cross me on this, and I'll see to it that you're expelled from the order. And don't think the abbot will be able to protect you this time.
Yeah, that's rough. Marcello really doesn't like Angelo. Rather, he's incredibly strict with his men. Oh, we can't quite get inside, and Angelo won't talk to us through the bars. So let's just head on out. We'll have to give him the ring some other time. You know, when he's done getting chewed out. Of course, he perfectly deserves it. Well, we didn't check out what's over here, so I suppose I can now. Talk to the bard. So the abbot enjoys jokes. Wonder if he's any sort of comedian himself. Uh-oh. That's not good. Domagus is already here. Can you let him through? What the? Oh, you guys are idiots! Why would you let Domagus through? Even if you don't know who he is. You wouldn't let someone that creepy with that huge J. Lino chin through. Incompetence.
You're the people I met at the pub, right? What are you doing here?
What do you mean, what are we doing here? You told us to come. Now you can take back this stupid ring and we'll be on our way.
My ring? Of course. I can still play that card. Listen, I've got a favor to ask.
A favor? You're kidding, right? What makes you think we'd want to help you?
Just listen, all right? There's no time to argue. Can't you feel it? Can't you feel the sinister presence in the abbey? I heard that a jester got into the abbot's residence. I'm convinced he's the source of the sinister air.
A jester?
I don't know what he's planning to do, but I'm sure Abbot Francisco's life is in danger. You've got to help. I need you to get into the abbot's residence and make sure that he's all right.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm in your debt. Now listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. You may have seen them already, but there are some obstinate idiots guarding the bridge to the abbot's residence. You can't go that way. But if you're prepared to go the long way around, there is another way to get there. You have to leave the abbey as if you were going to Simpleton, but turn immediately left along the river. Just follow the river along, keeping the abbey in view. Keep going along the river, and you'll come to a ruin. It's the old abbey that was used before this one. There's an underground passageway leading from there to the abbot's residence. I'm afraid that's the only way.
Sounds convoluted.
The entrance to the ruin can be opened with the Templar's ring I gave you. So you just keep hold of it, all right? Anyway, there's no time to lose. It's in your hands now. Please help the abbot.
Alright. And of course, you can't leave, even if it's to save the abbot. Because Marcella's bans you from, you know, actually going anywhere, doing anything fun, interesting, or helpful. So, looks like we have ourselves a little mission from Angelo, and it's going to be a long one. So, start off, let's go ahead and find that old abbey. And before we march off, it would be advised to save. So let's go ahead and do that real fast. Okay. Well, now we're done talking with them, let's move on, find that abbey. Now, from the right angle, this fountain always looks like a sword. I just thought it was something interesting. Kind of lets you have a good idea what the abbey's whole philosophy is. Apparently, they believe in the virtue of the sword. Oh wow. So, coming back in early, I got a bottle of fresh milk from that jar gun. And magic B-side from the bullfinch. I don't think I've ever seen getting a jar of milk like that. I'll have to look up what I can use it for on the alchemy recipe list. And you want to dodge this guy because he's a pretty difficult fight at the moment. Like, completely beatable, but I don't want to waste my time on him. Okay. Just did some healing and rearrangement there. Now, once we get out so far, we'll find this little road, and then it's not too bad. Just follow the road all the way up to where the abbey is. And you can probably get a good, like I was saying, you can get a good glimpse over to where that treasure chest is. See it there. Really frustrating to see something that you've gone way beyond and you have to backtrack, you know, a good long ways to get to. I wonder if there's anything around that bend before. You know, I'm going to check that real fast. That little grassy bend knoll. I'll just show you what I'm talking about. I'm not explaining it very well. Down here where the path curves, I'm going to check back here and see if there's any treasure. If not, I'll just meet you back at the old abbey entrance. Yeah, there's nothing there. In fact, there's a steep incline and you can't go anywhere. So you come up to this stone and inspect it, and it'll prompt you to put the ring in right away. It's kind of cool, you can see the little hole there. And in doing so, you open up the old abbey somehow. Magic. The easiest way to explain it. Because, I mean, come on. It's not like we don't have two people in the party who can cast spells anyway. Magic exists in this world. And this is the ruined abbey. And you actually have a, you should now have a marker here to come back with a zoom spell. So, I'm actually going to go ahead and take the time to zoom myself off to Simpleton, rest up. Actually, I'll probably just go to Fairbury for that matter. It's cheaper. Rest up at the inn, and then come all the way back to the ruined abbey. We'll explore it next time, and let's play Dragon Quest VIII. So, this is Classic Homer signing out. I will see you guys later.